In the last video, we told you that BNB would behave this way, and it has. In this video, we're going to explain the importance of Ethereum hitting a key level, getting compressed and now collapsing. How could this affect Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? Take a look at the Ethereum chart. Remember, it's all rooted in the bullish accumulation process that began in early August. This bullish accumulation, driven by major institutions, appears to have reached its institutional target, which is why we aren't too surprised by how the price is reacting at these levels. It's important to understand that we're experiencing a complex corrective pattern that began with this bearish impulse. Now, notice what we have to the right, AEW followed by a weak eye, which finally brings us a ZIZ. This is a very typical formation in financial market that helps us evaluate and understand the context and structure being presented by the financial market at a given moment. That said, let's move to the 1 hour time frame, where we'll analyze two key ideas. First, remember that the price has reached an institutional target, a point that logically creates or exerts pressure, resulting in some type of reaction, as we're seeing now. On the other hand, the fact that the price attacked this structure as part of a Z formation in an aggressive wedge pattern already suggested that wedges often collapse just as they're about to impact a significant structure. And that's what we've seen. We were considering the possibility that Ethereum's wedge could collapse sooner rather than later, heading downward, which led us to consider where the level or guideline, dubbed the Z guideline, could be, where the price might react, seek, or rest. And here, we can see that the price has already reached that point, and soon I'll share what we think might happen next. But let me tell you right now, we aren't bearish on the crypto ecosystem. However, we do think it makes sense for some short-term dips or minor scares to occur in the near future. It makes a lot of sense, and I'll share more with you shortly. Something I've already discussed live this morning with the Crypto Insight Premium community, as we do daily. In the last video we shared on the YouTube channel, which was a recording of the latest live stream from Crypto Insight Premium, we analyzed Cardano as it was defending this zone. We discussed it from the perspective of waiting for it to break downward, signal an immediate bearish leg that could offer buying opportunities. In the live stream, we highlighted areas as potential buying options, and we're now seeing positions that could be at break-even. That's been the suggestion in Crypto Insight Premium, similar to the situation in Solana, where both this and that trap zone were good options for seeking long position. This was also indicated by the loss of Cardano's defense. Now, let me explain what we think might happen with the crypto ecosystem. But first, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. Let's look at Ethereum. On one hand, breaking this wedge is not the end of the world. It's something to watch closely, of course, but the key is understanding where the Z guideline structure lies, which we've already identified, and it's where the price is now resting. Our current outlook is that there could be twists in the market, with prices potentially falling in the short term and creating trap scenarios. Hopefully, this will be just a scare or a trap, allowing the market to resume its positive direction, which we're still valuing in the crypto space. The asset suggesting that this is possible is BNB. Notice how its defense zone is at levels lower than where we are now. As you saw in the video intro, in the last YouTube video, we mentioned that a breakout of this guideline, a breakout to the upside as you're seeing, was what we'd anticipated for shorting opportunities, even though our mid to long-term narrative remains positive. There's a difference between medium to long-term analysis and rolling up our sleeves to understand potential short-term movements. For that reason, within a long-term ideology, what we said in the last video, which is recorded, was that it made sense to sell into these BNB rallies. If you ask whether this dip is over, what I mentioned earlier still stands. We believe it's likely that BNB will drop further, possibly creating a trap or revisiting these areas before attempting a strong continuation. Will this happen for sure? Certainly, we don't know, but it's a working hypothesis. In the 1 hour chart, we considered this point as potentially the last buying opportunity, just as much as the other point. In the recent live session with the community, we mentioned these two possibilities, and which one gets activated will be determined determined by the benefits of cross-analysis. And in real time, we were reviewing other assets to check if they had reached their key zones to determine if Solana would follow option 1 or option 2. I believe Ethereum has clearly indicated which key zone applies to Solana, ultimately being zone 1. But as I mentioned, we find it hard to believe in immediate continuation. Of course, we could be wrong. We don't have a crystal ball here. Still, our thought is that there could be an additional bearish extension over this area, possibly creating a trap, but afterward, we aim to look for continuation. So we remain positive about the crypto market. With Cardano, remember that we've been using this defense zone as an indicator, understanding that if it was eventually lost, as has happened, opportunities would arise in other assets. It has fulfilled its role, and we're grateful for the valuable information it provided. But now we're removing it. We're considering how far Cardano's bearish extension could go. As you're seeing in this video, we think there's room for it to continue or at least exist. We're speculating about it reaching its institutional target from this distribution process, which is approximately around a price level of $0.49. This zone could act as a trap scenario, a limit before potentially seeking a bullish continuation. Is this what we have in mind? Before we move on to Bitcoin, essential to discuss Polkadot because it was an excellent buying point, which we shared with the Crypto Insight Premium community in the last live session. Positions could now be protected at break even, as you know the drill. We're considering the hypothesis that the price might fall and create a trap, as I mentioned to the team this morning. I don't quite believe that Polkadot will behave so perfectly since it's respecting the structure flawless, which raises some doubt. Thanks to BNB, or rather cross-analysis, we're inclined to think there may be a small trap below the crick. We can observe how far it might go, and we've highlighted this specific candle you're seeing due to its delta. I'll make it larger for clarity, as I know you'll appreciate it. Look at this delta down here. Remarkable, with significant volume. An enormous number of transactions of buys were executed in this candle, indicated by the ARC. This is why, through a volume profile we generated on Monroe over that candle, we've evaluated these points of interest, which undoubtedly appear as key levels. Therefore, if we're thinking of a medium to long-term bullish narrative for Polkadot, the ideal situation is to maintain these two levels and this zone intact. So, we might see Polkadot's price drop to these levels, and if they hold, it would be an excellent point to continue the movement. If you want to be part of Crypto Insight Premium, where I tell you our members are constantly improving, you can do so through this access form. You'll need to be a user of Bitget, Binx, or BitUnix with our referral code, have deposited a minimum of $100 in cryptocurrencies into your account, and use this account as your main futures trading account. This is essential to stay in the group, as will be explained later. Once you meet these 3 requirements, you can fill out the form, which asks you about 5 or 6 questions. You'll find this form in the description and in the pinned comment of this video. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment of this video. To trade futures on BitUnix, all you have to do is go to the futures section. On their platform, you'll find a huge variety of assets to trade with and from, whether the price goes up or down. They also have a very advanced trading panel, so don't hesitate to join Bitcoin, which will give you access to Crypto Insight Premium. Remember, BitUnix doesn't require KYC personal identification, and you can access it from anywhere in the world without needing a VPN. And keep in mind that at BuyDefi, you can also perform your futures trades in the USDTM derivatives section. In the same way, you'll find an immense number of assets to trade with, and their platform is highly competitive, which again allows you to access Crypto Insights Premium. As for Bitcoin, if we're expecting certain drops and traps in the rest of the ecosystem, we can anticipate something similar for Bitcoin. Yes, we might go in search of liquidity sweeps, though it's hard to pinpoint how far it could go. Here, we're completely honest. Still, the overall narrative remains positive. However, I'll tell you this, the trading setups in assets outside of Bitcoin appear much clearer to us, at least for today. Perhaps tomorrow, the scenario changes. If you found this advanced technical analysis interesting, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so YouTube notifies you of future posts. Good luck with your trading, and see you next time.